Alien Part 2 at the 22 minute 22 and 16 seconds. I'll send this video to the intelligence service, even to Egypt, so that they have a copy. I told the Sisi in 2019 to build a museum, so that I will put something serious in this museum. These things which I'm showing now supposed to be secret. The pyramid, the Great Pyramid. I'll show the three pyramids here, and the Sphinx and the god Horus and the Eye of Horus on the top of the Great Pyramid. So the arrows detect the third pyramid. God Horus, the falcon. His right wing, his left wing, the tail, and the pyramid, the big pyramid. So this eye on the top of the pyramid is the eye of the falcon. The falcon represented the god Horus. So if you go to Google the god Horus falcon, flying falcon, The video was the address of the video. I am an alien. CC in 3D. Put it up to down. You'll find an alien as it is in the movies. ET alien. So in the last video I referred to that I will tell the intelligence service in Egypt, and I told CC in 2019. I will log into Facebook now. I have sent a message to CC on his Facebook account. So it was the shortest way to tell the intelligence service to post something to LCC. So it's like sending to intelligence service straight away messages. I told you I am an alien. Can you see yourself, CC? It's in fact you, as Richard Dawkins in another position shows his forehead on human evolution face. Charles Dawkins, he has a characteristic forehead and a characteristic hair. Here is how it is, how he is. You can put it in 3-dimension face, or on this way it shows the evolution theory of the human. So this half shows the Charles Dawkins and the other half shows the orangutan and the evolution of human. So in fact it wasn't Charles Dawkins in the first position. It was El-Sisi, as I referred to him in 2019 to build a pyramid. So this is most accurate is عبد الفتاح السيسي. The caveman in 3D movie, in 3D photo. His hair, his nose, 3D. All photos in the same verses. This photo for the verses taken from Facebook account post. This is letters up and down. The verses, the same verses. This carries a secret code pass through the verses, through letters and numbers, so it can detect that it's made by me. So the original was me, and it is signed by a secret code that could never be stolen. And if you steal this, it's not just the verses and the letters and the words. There are also some other things related to supernatural activities. So if you take just this post, there are another supernatural activities you can do or can target you. So these verses are protected. Why I'm referring to these verses? Because the religions were challenging every religion was challenging that his book is the most holy book. The Torah for Jews and for the four Bibles for the Qur'an for the Nasara and the Quran for Muslims. They all rubbish when they compare to the ancient Egypt religion. The caveman, the caveman in 3D. So you can say that we put the evolution theories on the same face. The first face shows El-Sisi profile, Dawkins, Richard Dawkins, and even Einstein. You can find here Einstein in a 3D movies. These look like this. This is his nose in a 3D way. This is his mustache, chin, and he look like this. Albert Einstein. So we can find Einstein. Albert Einstein. Dawkins. Sure, the Sphinx. So it's the same verses. This verse is in Arabic language, posted on a Facebook account. I have been arrested for this Facebook account, which was sharif.said562 at facebook.com. The Nazi police arrested me in 2013 because I posted detectives details because they committed a hate crime against me. I have been arrested because of this account. After I got bail, while I was on bail, I posted on the same account this miracle. So I'm representing myself in this video as the first person in history to solve the problem of religion by a supernatural way. So when you post these verses, this arrangement couldn't happen outside the post. I mean, the beginning of the verses, the beginnings is movable, is not like straight. Like when you write Arabic, this will be the start of the first verse. The second start of the first verse will be under this. So because it was posted on an English account and there is a signature up and down in English, the ending of the verses were on straight, which is impossible to happen outside the post. So it is impossible to predict where every verse will start, will begin. The beginning of every verse, it's unpredictable. So if it is unpredictable, it's impossible to be predictable, and it needs millions of tries to know that it will be in this arrangement. Millions of tries, not just to know the beginning of the verses, because you want a line inside in a straight line. this line gives another new verse. So if it is impossible to happen in the natural way, so it happened by a supernatural way. So when I told Sisi to build a museum, he can't make any use of this. It's a miracle, because when it's posted, there was a line inside, say ثلاث ثالثهما انصلب على الإنسان منزلا بالأرض بالعذاب أبصرت روحها أخراه رب جليس. And the end is at number 1. So this line, straight line, ثلاث ثالثهما انصلب على الإنسان منزلا بالأرض بالعذاب أبصرت روحها أخراه رب جليس, ends at 1. So 3 gods, one of these gods has been crucified, and this God who has been crucified, the earth found this God at the resurrection day. He is on the judgment day, he is the judge, he is the King of Kings to judge you on judgment day. So this arrangement, it's impossible for me, for a human, to predict the beginning of every verse. So that line has been found by a supernatural way. So if your image or a similar features like your face sees on something like that, it's you can't pay for this by all the money on earth or all the treasures on earth. When your face come, or features of your face come by magic on this text, which is a God shows himself on it in a supernatural way, that means you will live forever. You will live forever. You will never die. You will build a museum and you will live forever. It's very serious. You will live forever through these drawings, because you will be represented as a believer. Einstein is agnostic. He believes there should be something, but he is not sure which God. And the stupid is a Nazi, Dawkins, the evolution theory, he represented the atheism. And you see under the wings of the God, the Lord, Horus, the falcon. So if you go to the American dollar, I'll show you. The pyramids and the eye. This eye Eye of Providence, عين العناية الإلهية. You'll find the pyramid and the god Horus, and the eye of Horus. The god Horus as a falcon, his first wing, second wing, his eye. His eye here is the top of a pyramid. It's top of a pyramid. So when I'm referring to this as the most serious piece or written words on earth, I'm meaning it. So when I'm telling a dirty psychiatrist that I'm working for a Nobel Prize, I started to record for the psychiatrist because they're doing a crime in Australia. So the Mental Health Act is doing a crime in Australia. I'm just playing with them. He prescribed medication. I don't take any medication which he prescribed. I will use his prescriptions in future to convict him. So here's the verses. The first line shows the god of light, which is the god Horus, the eye of providence, the Ayn al-Ilayat al-Ilahiyya. 3. The Isis, Osiris, and Horus. Horus has been crucified as the zodiac, the sun, crucified on the zodiac, and he is the god of light. Versus Set, the god of darkness, the prince of darkness. You will find تنزيل باسم خلق الإنسان من علا ما رقعت كبرا عدلا عن جنة نزلها المستهزئين أزاغهن النفوس إبليس قديس. Iblis in the ancient Egyptian religion is the god Set. تنزيل باسم خلق الإنسان من علا. I descended from outside earth in the name of the creation, making the human. I didn't kneel, I have never kneeled for a paradise, the paradise of Osiris, the paradise which the Zeus, the Mustahzi'ina, the idiots of human can get, because Osiris is kind. But these humans are rubbish. They didn't deserve any paradise or any mercy. They just rubbish. They psychopath. So there are two lines. The line of light versus the line of darkness. They are fighting for human. Fighting for human. So we find the two lines here يتقاطعان الإنسان. تمثيل باسم خلق الإنسان ثلاث ثالث وهما انصلب على الإنسان. The god of light is taking the human up to paradise, but the god of darkness is taking the human down to hell, to blindness. If you go to the god of darkness, you will be blind. You will wake up from death blind if you choose to be in the dark side. But if you choose to be in the light side, you will be a light creation. كائن نوراني with an eternal life if you believe in the god Horus, the god of light, the savior, the real Messiah. Not like the rubbish of the Jews when they kicked out from Egypt. When they steal from Egypt and they run, they deceived the human. They make a false history. And they start to make stories like Yusuf was having sex with the with the Pharaoh's wife, which is impossible. Impossible that a princess, a queen, will have sex or have an affair, or will feel horny for just a worker. It's impossible. And they describe him and make him in movies. He's a gay. They, they, they shows him in the movies like a gay. He's beautiful like a gay. He has no dick. In the land of dicks, the land of Egypt. The land of Egypt was even in the Bible, the Khara Bible. وتنزل إلى مصر وتمارس لحمهم كلحم الحمير ومنيهم كمني الخيل. لحمهم كلحم الحمير means their dicks are big like the donkeys. And they ejaculate as much as the horse. So the Egyptians, especially at that time, they super strong sexually. The Israelites, or how they describe themselves, they can't make sex like a pharaoh. So why a queen or a princess will have a sex with a rubbish? So they may fabricate a false history. We will show this the same verses, the story of Joseph, and will bring him, and will be drawing in lines shows the real story. Also the Khara, the Moses is Akhenaten, who wanted to make the gods in one god, which represented by the sun, Athenism. There was nothing called Moses. Nothing. The sea has never been split in two halves. That's rubbish. And Islam takes this rubbish from the rubbish of the Jews, and the world has been deceived. And we challenge it in the Torah, the Bible, and the Khara, that any religion and it will never be arise for the ancient Egypt. So here I'm representing the ancient Egyptian in this verses, the whole universe in these verses. You will find the same signature up, down. There is a secret code through these verses, so the original will be sent to the intelligence service to Egypt. You will get fucked. You will get fucked, Mr. Nazi in Australia. And once the world will be in one religion, I will make the whole world fuck you. I will make the whole world fuck you. Everywhere you will go, you will get fucked. Because that's what you deserve. Your actions decide the actions will be taken against you in now and in future. The pharaohs are our eternal spirits. Even once we lose the body, the spirit will never be lost. The spirit will follow you eternally. So I got a problem with the Nazi system. It's rubbish, mental health, antipsychotics, and shoplifting, and this khara. I told you shoplifting because that's my way to tell every store that you are a thief and your queen is a thief. Is it okay for you to steal the whole land, and not okay for a victim to steal a can of Coca-Cola or a piece of chocolate? That's not acceptable. Also, you have to pay me for your crimes, for my times in jail. If I am not welcome in your dirty land, you're a fucking idiot. In Australia, you don't deserve me. So where is the confidentiality? No confidentiality, no? You sent to the court. Sent to the court things in the favor of dirty police. I will make another video to show you how this has been made in the favor for a dirty police, and how they fabricate false evidence and false ban notices in shopping and the psychiatrist make a report against his client. The proof it was against me, the dirty judge, he ordered me to pay $5,000 and he found me guilty for trespassing. And he charged me to pay $5,000 fine, which is rubbish. I'm a victim. You ban me because I show the people in the shopping your crimes. And then you bring someone, you order a dirty psychiatrist to make a report. That's why I'm recording psychiatrist and I post in the latest video how the psychiatrist is getting angry when he meet me. Why you meet me if you are angry? Psychiatrist and no confidentiality.
But you feel that recently he's not harassed by the police. He can. But when do you spend your time anyway? Okay, what are you doing? So you go to the gym. That's good. Yeah. What else? Isn't there one friend you meet? Yeah. Sometimes. Yeah. Good. And how do you when do you start worrying about the authorities and that kind of stuff? The authorities arrest me, and since I go to court and I start to find the manipulative symptoms, they don't seek justice. Yeah. So they seek to win in the court regardless if they kill someone or to abuse someone or to ask someone to give a false evidence against someone. So they get a false evidence. So I found that the ethics is not here. There's no ethics. No ethics. So there is no ethics. So the animals are better than this kind of people. Why are you moving?
So the psychiatrist found that working on this and showing the drawings inside this is psychosis, which is a crime. It's intelligence. I'll show you how the intelligence exams. Find 6 animals in this. Shoot at least 6 animals. This is how the intelligence exams being made, IQ exams. So when I put the whole universe in a face profile and I put the 3 pyramids, the Sphinx and the God Horus and the God Tahut and the evolution theory in the same area, that's something incredible. It's something incredible. Sphinx. Einstein, the agnostic in 3 dimension, put it up to down. You find the atheist Charles Dawkins on a monkey face. So this kind of intelligence is impossible to be a human intelligence. So if it's impossible to be a human intelligence and the original piece shows lines has been arranged by a supernatural way, so these drawings on this text, no money on all money on the earth can't pay for this. The whole money on earth can't pay me for just Einstein and Dawkins. Yeah. So I showed CC, I told him I'm an alien, and I showed him how when I put his face in a 3-dimensional image turned into an alien face, like how the movie E.T. shows the alien. It's not like how the alien looks, but it's how you imagine the aliens. I'm an alien. So the lines which he draws, the faces and the pyramids and the god Horus, the falcon, the eye of Providence, or the eye of the god, the eye of Horus, has been written, has been drawn through lines inside the text. We pick up words from every sentence to give new lines, new sentences, describe the god, and once we connect these words and cover the words which we don't need, we find these faces appear. The face shows the agnostic, the atheist, and the believer. Should be a believer. Otherwise, hell, eternal hell. So I will say this in Arabic because it's an Arabic language, and if I can't translate very accurately, if I would send this to the intelligence service of USA or the resident of USA, so you please find an interpreter to translate it accurately, so you understand how serious this piece which I'm referring to, and so you can understand how serious is the situation in Australia. And again, I'm warning you, the intelligence who can make this is not a human intelligence, and if it is not a human intelligence, you are in a high risk. I am stealing from shops, from stores, big stores, not because I have a false belief that I'm stealing the government, but the taxpayer, you pay the judge through the tax, you pay the dirty police through the tax, you pay the dirty detective through this tax, while they should be in jail, not to be paid through your tax. You didn't give me compensation because you don't want to give the taxpayers money to a victim because he's an immigrant. So I'm stealing you, and I will send this video to the Aldi stores manager, to Woolworths store head office, and the calls and the blah blah blah, to tell them I will take what I need from your stores. If you send the police to me, or if the police make a trouble to me, you will be in a very serious situation. It's not a false belief like this idiot say. It's a real hard belief. You are a fucking you're stealing the land. You're stealing the dignity. You stole my time in jail. The idiots, I will give him the videos which refer to I'm a victim of torture. So if you are as a store manager can't assist a victim against a dirty police, you deserve to be stolen. I will steal you. And I'm sending this through the video. If you are in the police or the detective, come to arrest me. Come to arrest me, and before this year end, you will see something very serious. بحرق دين الملكة تبعك، بنيك الحاكم تبعك هون، وأمريكا بتتناك، والسيسي بيكون ميت إذا بيعترضني كلب قبل السنة دي ما تخلص. تحرر. The lines which describe how the god Horus appears, and the pyramids, and the Sisi, and the Dawkins, and Einstein, says أما الله القدوس إبليس. You taking the words from down to up and from up to down and again from down to up and connect these words and cover the words which you don't use in black, so you will find what I'm saying. أما الله القدوس إبليس تفطر لذكره شموس. So for the person who is his God is Iblis, the devil. Like Islam, his God is one. لم يلد ولم يولد. Iblis, the one. Not a trinity. تفطر لذكره شموس. The sons cry for what he said. عبوسا في أولى عبس وتولى عدل عن ولد في ثلاث. He rejected a son in a trinity. دما صليبا على. This son in a holy trinity, his blood was on a cross. من على عصاة ترى عين ضعيفا العلي في العلو. The eyes found this crucified God is like a weak on the cross. منزلا بالأرض. He descended to earth. He wasn't being buried. He was descended. Not buried by dust. لم يدفن بالتراب ولكن منزلا بالأرض في مستوى الأرض نايم على الأرض لم يغطى بالتراب. أحد اعتلاها نوره. He rise on Sunday on the third day. Friday, Saturday, Sunday he rises. أحد اعتلاها نوره وأخراه رب جليسا في السماء. The God of sky. The God Horus is a God of sky. So he crucified and on the third day, which was Sunday, he rises again. Sunday is the day of the sun. So he rises on the Sunday. He is the God of sun, the God of light, the God Horus, the God of the sky. بالقائمين ذكرا يوسى أخرى. القرآن الكريم يوسى معناها كريم. فهذا الذكر الذي اسمه القرآن الكريم وما أوحينا. It has never been inspired by us, by the real gods. ما يموت بالأرض العلي الإنسان على جبل من صلب ولد بأولة ربك. That's what the Quran says. That the God never not to die on a cross and has never been crucified on a mountain على جبل. A son of a God. في العيون المستهزئين أهلتهم. There are crescents in the eye of those who make mocks on the God of a Trinity. يوم الهوى قوله ذل. On the judgment day, what is being said in the Quran will be false, will be found false. قوله ذل كافر أرجت نفس الكافرين. What Muhammad said and his followers will be found false. في العيون وطيسا بآخرة. He will be in hell forever. وثلاث بالأرض. The Holy Trinity, which is descended to the earth, which is the Father, the Virgin, and the Son. روح المؤمن جنة للسماء. This Trinity is gives the believer the eternal life in paradise. بالعذاب حي كافر يحيا بالموت. So Einstein, who refused the idea that there is a life after death, the line said that the disbeliever will be rise after death to be live in a hell. لا عبد رب بالقائمين اسمه الأعلى. Because he failed to worship a God. This God resurrected from death and he is the supreme God. There are many gods, there are worshippers for many gods, but he's the holiest or the supreme God on this all gods, which is the God of sun, the God of light, the God Horus. Einstein Dawkins. Show the god Horus on the top of pyramid now. Here's the god Horus eye. The tail, the right wing, the left wing, the pyramid, Sisi, the three pyramids and the Sphinx in the same area. If you go to the falcon here and the eye, you will find بالأرض صليبا دما بالأرض انصلب صليبا بالأرض ولد ولد ربك. See, ولد ربك, the falcon, the Horus, the son of God. So as the words prescribe the Dawkins as a disbeliever and you will be in a serious situation after death, and describes the Einstein, so it shows on the falcon ولد ربك دما صليبا على. So the falcon is the real Messiah. And the same area shows the evolution since the dinosaurs, which I show in the previous video, the dinosaurs, the caveman, the orangutan, the evolution theories of birds and of الحوت. I'll show the dinosaur. A dinosaur. Crocodile. The evolution of birds, the non-flying birds. See, so when I ordered Sisi to build a museum, so your face and the whole history of humans since the dinosaurs, the caveman, the evolution theory of man, the evolutionist Dawkins, and Einstein, the pyramids, the god Horus. And the rest is to come. So this has never been human intelligence. So when I'm working on this, I should get support. So when you put in a three-dimensional, you put it up to down, you will find an alien, as you described in your movies, as you shows in your movies. Dawkins. So when I'm doing this work or working on something like this versus, I should get a Nobel Prize في الأدب literature. I shouldn't be a subject or in position to be attacked by police. When I put to the world something is the whole money on earth can't pay for something like this, because it's the only evidence you have, the only evidence written for humans, and evidence there is another kind of intelligence, the supernatural intelligence written. You have an evidence that the God written by God, because this lines is impossible to be predictable. So when I'm giving you this evidence, I should get support, not fight. And up to you. I'm not telling this in the video because I'm looking for your support. I posted the psychiatrist interview, as you can get. He's the psychiatrist fuck with me and I fuck with him, and he in future he will be in a very serious trouble because he should be arrested. If the system is khara, things will happen. So up to you. It's your choice. Will detect your future.